What's up, guys? This is Ripped Freak from TopShot TV. Please be sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. Alright, well, recently we've taken a few days off from posting videos because, as you know, the market has been crazy. There's been a lot of maintenance. There's been some downtime. There's been another pack release. So we've tried to figure this out, Sun Chen and I, and we wanted to get a better understanding of the TopShot market. So, to say the least, it's extremely unpredictable, extremely, at the moment, volatile, and I experienced this yesterday when I opened my new base set that I got. So I got really lucky. I actually got luckier than Sun Chen did. He got no limited editions. His were all circulating counts. But as you can see, my last moment was LeBron James. So I absolutely freaked out and jumped out of my chair. I didn't know if it was limited edition or not. Unfortunately, it was circulating count, but that was fine. And I didn't realize that. So what I did was I sold it and I panicked. And I only sold it for about 130. But my whole reasoning was circulating counts are still in circulation, so they're going to mint more of them. So with the market volatility the way it has been, I thought, oh my god, there's going to be maybe a bunch more people that are going to get this moment. I better sell. And I made that decision because I saw it go from around 180 to 160 to 150 to 120 and then down to $97. And then I kind of freaked out, and then it went back to 150-ish, so I thought, oh my god, I better just get rid of this thing before it just doesn't even become valuable at all. Sold it for 130 right away, but then within hours, it was already back at 200. I think it even got to 220, then back down to 150, and now it's sitting comfortably at around, I think, 209, so I really, experienced that sort of FOMO, didn't want to lose out on making some good money. So should have held it, but I sold it. It's fine. But one of the reasons also why I sort of think that the market's been so bad is because last night, of course, to combat sort of breaking down their website again, they had to place limitations on buying and selling. So I think you only could buy and sell an hour at a time if you bought or sold something. So that also caused a lot of instability and chaos, and it's been quite a ride since then. Whenever packs are released, it's just crazy, and it's almost a little bit of fun, but it is crazy. And I think that this whole thing has been a lesson, and the lesson I think so far has been is if anybody has told you that they understand the market, they know where the market's going, this and that, I think that they are false prophets, and I think that you should not listen to them. I do think that TopShot is going to be profitable in the long term, but the days of seeing this type of thing, this was back in February, this was almost a month ago, people. This isn't happening anymore. This isn't going to happen anymore. You might see a little bit like this, but you're not going to make your hundreds and thousands just by happenstance overnight anymore. So I think my strategy is to look at the long term. If you're going to invest in this, I don't think that you should leave, but if you're going to invest in this, I think that you should look at the long term. And I've noticed, because we're really low right now, one of the things I've noticed is that you have to remember that circulating count. Here is an article from January, and it's just to remind everyone that it's fairly uncommon for Dapper Labs to plan to retire a moment, so convert it from circulating count to limited edition, before the series ends. So it's not a wise investment strategy to rely on that happening. So that's kind of also why I sold the LeBron, because I figured it's circulating count. Maybe there's going to be more released in different packs later on. I don't know. So that's just something to keep in mind. I think it's more of an investment to buy into the limited editions. And right now some of those limited editions are really really cheap. They could go cheaper, but right now they are really really cheap. And a couple that I think are a good investment based on the edition size and the series are Series 1. Series 1 is, some of the moments are crazy cheap. They're obviously the first season, and I think the sort of hindsight with anything is that the first season's always, or the first series is always the most expensive the farther you go down. So one of the moments that I think is a good buy currently is this Patrick Beverley moment. Patrick Beverley is a great player, key player, and this is a great moment. 3 player. It's going currently for $100 right now. Series 1, only 3,999 editions in the moment, or serial numbers in the moment. So I think that that's just going to increase in value later on. The next moment I think is a really good investment is my boy Bismack Biyombo. And I think any Raptor fan will tell you that this guy is an awesome player. He brings a lot of energy. He brings a good attitude. And this is an awesome dunk moment. It is, again, Series 1, an edition, or a serial size of 3,999, only going for $88. This, I think, is a really good buy. I think anyone should invest in it, especially if they like Bismack. I think there's going to be a lot of Raptors fans later on that are going to want to grab this, and I think it's a good investment. The other limited edition common moments that I would get are the ones from the Cool Cats release. Those have taken a massive dip since they were released like a month ago or so, not even. And the first one I would go for is John Wall. This is a great moment. I think it's one of the first that was minted for him. And he does a layup, classic John Wall style, with the sauce on it too. This is a 10,000 count edition size, I believe. And it's under $100, $93. I mean, I think this was going for a couple hundred before when it was first released, but now under $100, I think this is a steal. One of my favorite moments, and another moment that I think is a very good investment, is Rui Hachimura, the Gift Series. And that, I think, is a really good investment because when TopShot goes really international, this edition size is 8,888, which, if I understand correctly, in Asian culture or in Chinese culture is a really sort of lucky number. So I think that when this really gets out there, I think there's going to be a huge market for this specific moment because of the edition size, and it's great. It's his second year. I think he's a really good player, and it's kind of pretty. It's red, and it came from a red envelope, so it's a cool moment. I think it's a really good investment, and under $100 again. So all of these moments that I've shown you, besides the Patrick Beverley, which is at $100, they're all under $100, and I don't see them going any lower. Maybe a little bit, but I don't think if you buy it now, you're going to be losing a lot of money on it. You're definitely not going to be losing $100 because it's not even $100. So I think either way, it's going to be a good investment in the long term again. It's not going to skyrocket. It's not going to go to $1,000. I'm not going to tell you that. But I think long term, even maybe in a few months, 6 months or so, you're going to see those moments get value, and you're going to see other moments like it get value. Go on TopShot, take a look around the marketplace. Don't be scared to get your feet wet. I wouldn't invest a whole lot of money right now. I think the market is way too volatile, but I would start to maybe just keep an eye on some moments, see what the price fluctuates at, and buy when you think is a good time to buy. But again, don't listen to other people tell you that they know where the market's going, or really even which moments are a good buy, because Sun Chen bought the LeBron James 3-pointer the other day, and right away it went down a few $100s within a day. And that moment right now I think is under $1,000. So there's a lot of different things going on, and nobody really knows where it's going. But in the end, I think, again, looking long term, you can depend on TopShot to be a market that people are going to buy into, even when other NFTs are going to be released later on. So once again, this has been another TopShot TV production. I'm Ripped Freak. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please definitely comment and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It really helps us out, keeps you in the loop too. So I'll see you out there. Peace.